It was a cold April night in 2023 when 23-year-old Jacob Miller woke up to a strange knocking sound echoing through the hallway. His phone showed 2:37 a.m. The sound came in slow, uneven beats. Thump, thump, thump. At first, he thought it was the wind, but the noise grew louder, closer, like footsteps dragging across the wooden floor. Jacob's small house was quiet, too quiet. The only room near that hallway was the old storage room, the same one where he kept the clown doll his grandmother left him. A chill ran through his body when he remembered its name carved on the shoe, Jeffrey. Jacob didn't believe in ghosts or curses, but that clown doll had always made him uneasy. It was old, probably from the 1950s, with chipped paint, a faded red smile, and one glass eye slightly crooked. He'd caught himself staring at it many times, feeling like it was staring back. His grandmother once told him, half-jokingly, "Jeffrey keeps bad spirits away." But now, that same doll was giving him nightmares. That night, Jacob grabbed a flashlight and crept toward the storage room. Every step made the wooden floor creak under his feet. When Jacob reached the door, the noise stopped. He turned the handle slowly and peeked inside. The flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing boxes, old furniture, and the doll sitting on a chair. Its head was now turned directly toward him. Jacob froze. He clearly remembered leaving it facing the wall 2 days ago. His breath grew short. "Okay, that's weird," he whispered, forcing a nervous laugh. He shut the door quickly and returned to bed, pretending it was all in his head. The next morning, he decided to move Jeffrey to the basement, just to get it out of sight. He placed the doll on an old wooden chair and set up a small security camera in front of it. He wanted proof that nothing was happening, that it was just his imagination. For the first 2 days, the footage was normal. But on the third night, the motion alert buzzed his phone. Half asleep, Jacob opened the live feed and saw the camera slightly tilt to the left on its own. He rubbed his eyes and stared again. The feed glitched, flickered for a second, and when it came back, Jeffrey's arm was in a different position. It was pointing directly toward the camera. Jacob sat up in bed, chills running through his spine. Suddenly, the bulb in the basement popped. The screen went black, and a faint whisper came through the phone speaker. "Jacob." He threw the phone aside and turned on all the lights in his house. The following days, Jacob tried to ignore it, but at night, he could hear laughter coming from beneath the floorboards. A child's laughter, muffled and distant. Once, while sitting in the living room, he saw the basement door move slightly, just an inch. He held his breath and whispered, "Stop." The door went still. But as he turned away, the sound of small footsteps echoed again, coming up the stairs this time. Jacob called his friend Eric, who was a local priest in training. "You're overthinking it," Eric said. But when he came over to bless the basement, even he felt uneasy. The air was cold, heavy, and the candlelight flickered every time he said a prayer. At one point, Eric stopped and whispered, "Jacob, did you hear that?" A faint giggle echoed again. The flame went out. They both ran upstairs. That night, Jacob decided to end it. He carried the doll outside, planning to burn it behind the house. As he poured gasoline, the air grew colder again. He struck a match, but before he could drop it, a voice whispered right behind him, "Don't." He turned, terrified. No one was there. The match fell from his hand and went out. When he looked back, Jeffrey was no longer on the ground. The chair was empty. The next morning, Jacob's neighbor found him sitting on his porch, pale and silent, holding something wrapped in an old cloth. It was the doll, perfectly clean, its cracked paint now smooth, its red smile freshly bright. Jacob never spoke much after that. He moved away within a week. But the new owners of the house say that sometimes, late at night, they hear laughter from the basement and a small voice whispering a name, Jacob.